Okay, in the last tutorial we have seen that router parameters are getting changed, route variables are getting changed, but components are not reflecting. Why? Angular is very smart. Angular will not load same component twice. If component has been loaded, it will keep that component as it is and it will just change the route variable. Now in that case, you need to listen. You need to listen for the changes in the router. You need to listen for the changes in the router. And how that can be done, I'll show you. For this, you are going to use something called as observable. You would be using one observable. See this dot, what you can say, router dot, right? This dot, router dot, or activated route, this dot, activated route dot params. Can you see? This is going to return you the observable params dot subscribe. So it is an observable and you need to subscribe on that observable. And here you are going to get params. Right here you are going to get params arrow, and here I can say this dot usnm is equals to params or prms of what you can say, that your name of route param, which is usnm, name of route param, which is usnm. Now if I run the code, see what happens. So I'll come from the beginning. Right here I can say Android and Angular likewise, and if I say okay, and here if I say now Codekul, right, and say this, can you see here it has been changed and here also it has been changed. Now if I say Angular, right, route params are also getting changed, even the component data is also getting changed. See, this was not working in the earlier code. Why? Because component keep the loaded component as it is. Instead of reloading it, components keeps it as it is, which shouldn't be happening. Component has to reload, right? So in that case, Angular says that you should use what you can say subscriber. There is one observer which is continuously observing at your URL for the route variable changes, and that's nothing but this, right? So there is one thing, if you are subscribing, you need to unsubscribe it, right? So return type of subscriber is a subscription. Return type of subscribe method is nothing but what you can say subscription. So at the class level I can have private subscription, and I can say sub of type subscription, and you need to import that from the RX core package. Import subscription from which package? From at rxjs /rx. From this package I need to import this subscription. So observable is continuously observing. It is returning you the object of type subscription, right? Now you need to implement ng-destroy as well, right? On destroy, you need to implement on destroy as well. Now let me implement that on destroy, and here ng on destroy, ng on destroy, and into this you can say this dot sub dot unsubscribe. So this is a good way to work with observables. If you have subscribed in the on init, you need to unsubscribe it into ng on destroy. That is very important. right? So impact wouldn't be anything, but it is a more efficient. If you can consider, this is a more efficient. So memory should be loaded at the time of initialization, and this should be, what you can say, released at the time of destruction. So ng on init and ng on destroy are the two things. So observables we are going to see in detail at the time of HTTP, how exactly observables are working, right? But this is about reading, what you can say, this is about reading route variables. If you want to read the route variables, you would be using this.
Destroy method will get called after the application.
No, this is the life cycle method, right? We have already covered the chapter life cycle. Into the life cycle we have seen when on destroy get called. On destroy is going to get called, right? On destroy is going to get called when your component is going to be removed from the DOM. If component is going to be removed from the DOM, your ng on destroy is going to be get called. Whenever this component would be getting removed, it should unsubscribe, right? It should unsubscribe. That's why here we have subscribe and here we have unsubscribe. This is how it will work, right? So this is about dynamically changing, what you can say, route parameters, right? So let me save it, and next tutorial would be on the query params. So these are the route variables. Now query parameters, how query parameters actually work, that we'll see.